Greetings and welcome back. Here's Donnie. Donnie's helping us out here. We got to get some quests done here, and this day is going to be full of it. We've got logs we have to get done, torches, sticks, so many sticks, bows, or not bows, but spears and throwing stones and knives. Now, the stew quest is here as well, and we need carrots, but I seem to remember that I planted some carrots. Coincidence indeed. So what we're going to do is we're going to snag some of these stone knives that we've been gathering from Cult of Cthulhu people and other assorted bandits, and we'll drop them into Don's inventory here, so we have those done. I just crafted those stone pickaxes because I know today we're going to go out and about and we won't be around here. Also the stone axes, since we won't be around the village to, say, take care of our villagers' needs, I want to make sure I've got all of the things for them to be working today without us losing track of that. 4 stone axes, 3 stone knives, 5 wooden spears. Now there's stone in his inventory so that I can craft the rest of the items. Now the shovel taker is a copper shovel and 6 simple bags. We'll have to see about that one. Copper hammers, those I can make, and then I just need the throwing stones, so we'll make a stack of those. Torches, we can only make those back at our original home, and I need some logs. So I want to be confident that I have all of this done. That's the logs for quests. And right now what I'm doing is I'm using Don as our organizer. So he's holding on to stuff for us. We can turn in quest stuff, and it's just on him, so I don't have to think about it. And there the people are going to the logging camp. We're going to need a smelt. The reason this day is starting so late, so to get you kind of caught up since it is already past 9:30 game time. I worked through the night doing some decorating. I'll show you on the way out of town where that's at. Also in the morning, I was too cold because I'm not wearing enough clothes, and we'll go back to the house and we'll pick up those things and put them on the character, and he'll be good to go. We'll take care of that. And again, this is me doing that thing where always smelting up a couple extra bronze bars with the combined tin and copper that I got. I do need extra copper this time around, so I'm not going crazy on the amount that I did. I intentionally chose not to gather certain amounts of ore because of that. I do need some stone weapons. These, you can make 5 per stack, and since I need 17, I'm going to have to make a stack of 4 to get me 20. That'll be fine. I believe for copper tools, we're going to have to unlock the hammer. That's okay because 100 is a reasonable price. We needed 2 copper hammers, and we need 1 copper shovel. I'm pretty confident a copper shovel costs more than 100, and that schematic is only 100, so great. Done. We'll go ahead and go for it. Take care of that. Now, I don't want to use up I used up all the bars. That's great. I'd rather be stuck in a spot where I don't have to have extra resources and don't have to sit around and do nothing with them. We have extra stone on hand, we have extra sticks, and we have the throwing stones. That's great. Where's Donnie? Come here, Donnie. Let's go. And I too love Don Quixote. It's a great name. Great donkey. Seriously, people, when you get to the point where you can have a donkey in the game, they're going to be your best friend. Truly. Truly. Okay, throwing stones are in there. And the logs are in there. I have a large collection of sticks. Does he have sticks in his inventory? He's got sticks in his inventory. I need to keep sticks in my inventory because we need to get resources. Alright, we need leather, and I don't think we have a ton of leather here, so I think what we'll do is we'll do a couple little things. We should have some fun today. I don't want it to be just a day of working. There should be fun too. So on the way back, logs, I've got 8 logs. That means I have 8 logs in my inventory. That might be excessive. That one's done, I know that. Wood bowls. We have to make these when we get back. We need meat and carrots. I'll show you where that's going to get solved. And simple hammers. Alright, well let's get going then. Things are going well in the village. We are almost done with the harvest in the season. Speaking of harvesting and farming, it's really worth noting that every day that you can, you should go to the pigsty, gather the manure, and just have the free fertilizer. Because here is going to be, well, not quite 100% on that one, which means we're not going to get exactly 30 fertilizer out of this. But we're going to get pretty darn close. Oh, it's only 1 off. Look at that. Well, we'll get pretty darn close. 55. We're only 5 manure away. Let's go back into here. Craft this up. 27 fertilizer for me just walking into there, gathering it up, and walking out. Now, if I haven't done a shameless plug for this before, I honestly, if you've played this game any number of times other than your first, and you don't mind doing the grind, or you're done doing the grind because you're like, look, I get it. Turn fast crafting on. I mean, I was such a purist before because I don't know why. I'm just weird like that with games. Like in Minecraft, I will make myself not turn on creative mode just so I have to break everything down. So that means that I have to work myself up to the enchanted axes and pickaxes and all that. It makes me really gun to getting those spots faster. I built a little wood workshop up there because planks are such a common thing that I need. And here's the start of this area. You'll notice that that's not satisfying. That's one of those things where when it happens in real life, you're like, nope, these two tables were not supposed to go together. So this is better. It's not perfect, but it's better. But this is going to be starting to be the sitting area. And I'm making these log fenceways to kind of mark it out. I'm going to stretch this a bit and make it look a little better here. And then there's going to be a wooden barrier behind these in due time. We're not quite there yet. There will also need to be some places for villagers to take baths, because right now you have some dirty villagers. So we need to make sure they can clean themselves. I'm kind of thinking about making that public bath. In a previous, in the valley playthrough that I've done, I have a whole like bathing area set up by my cavern, which I think is just awesome. So I'm going to try to do that here. I did get my first shot on this one. We're going to run towards it. Right now I ate some cheese to get our food taken care of. But, and oh, serpentine. Nose maneuvers. That's it. Alright, so one thing to make note of, and I did some comparisons, and I'm starting to make that how-to video. I know I say... Uh-oh. That's the music change that... Oh, I'm right in the middle of harvesting some stuff. Got it. Oh, man, that was intense. Nice. Oh, won't pickaxe you. Apparently. Well, oopsie. That was a good little start to things, and I was in the middle of the animation for cutting, and honestly, I probably could have canceled it, but I was like, we'll be fine. Let's see what happens. And I have a potion of instant healing. There we go. So anyway, I was looking into making that video, and thanks for your patience and waiting for that thing to be done. There's so much that goes into making it, and trying to make it really well detailed and well organized. And I'm big into data, so I want to make sure that there's data on the screen for it. So I got to learn a couple things to make that happen. And in doing that, I am looking into the bows and trying to make sure there's a really good comparison for why you would buy certain bows. I have not gathered data on how many feathers you get for a hawk yet. Not a huge fan of hunting hawks. But we'll go for it. I need to know how many feathers they give you. And the other thing we're going to do is go back over there and get a bunch of meat for the festival. White-tailed eagle. Ah, interesting. Well, that'll give us a bunch of feathers for making things. 30 feathers. That's a whole bunch. That's awesome. Alrighty, well, anyhow. So doing the comparisons, I looked into bows, and I want to make sure I give the best information for hunting and crafting of bows, and, well, not crafting bows, but buying of bows. Because at the start of the game, that's a big decision you have to make right away. You're about to leave Piaslovia. You're going to need something on you to defend yourself. Hey, bear, catch! Nice. Good catch. You shall catch this one with your teeth as well. That is a smart move. And now I keep coming back to always wanting the recurve bow because I just think it's the best. Look at that. 4 shots later, that bear is down. Only 4. That's not bad. The iron arrows, of course, are a big contributor to this. And wandering around with copper arrows for so long, having to, hey, alright, hunting lodge number 2. Nice. I don't actually have a hunting lodge set up in our village yet, so that's a big deal. Let's go investigate this space. Hey, Donnie. Donnie, rock donkey. I need you to have some theme music. Some like heavy metal donkey music, right? I might have to just load you with that. Let's go check out this cave. I've never actually been in this cave before, and like I said, we should have some fun today. And in doing that, let's also have me finish what I was just talking about. I do that. I ramble a bit, and then I talk on. So in doing the comparisons, at the start of the game, you gotta buy a bow before you leave, and the wooden crossbow does a lot of damage, and it has low durability, and unfortunately with crossbows... Oh, nice. Just comes out over here. Very cool. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run into another bear. Yeah, I bet you I'll run into another bear. Let's go back through. So between the wooden crossbow and the bows, one of the problems you're gonna run into with the bows, and by the way, the bow itself, just the standard bow, is garbage. You don't buy it. It's not worth it. It's got the lowest durability, lowest power, It takes 2 seconds to draw. There's no advantages to keeping the bow. It's just not worth it. And it's not that much more expensive to buy yourself a longbow or a recurve bow, which I would suggest is the right choice. For me, anyway. Maybe not for you. The reason that I'm into the... Why I'm very... Oh, here, a trick. Don is overloaded, and he is the thing that determines how fast we go. So let's switch to mount. I am going to take... I want to transfer to character all of these stones, and then I'm going to transfer to character all of these logs. And that's going to put Donnie as not overloaded, but I am vastly overloaded. But that's going to allow Don to gallop again, which will allow me to travel faster. So by not having Don as the overloaded part, and having me as the overloaded part, we get a little faster travel out of him. I'm sure there's some math that goes into it that balances out the character encumbrance versus donkey, and the donkey encumbrance counts higher, is basically what we're seeing here. Anyway, so thinking about the bows, longbow, recurve, or wooden crossbow are essentially your first choices, because that iron crossbow is just way too expensive. Now, you start out, the problem with the crossbows is going to be that every shot you fire costs you 2 durability, meaning that with the wooden crossbow, which has a durability of 150, you're going to fire 75 shots out of that thing before you need to replace it. Now, yes, it does significant damage. Well, it's pretty seeing those trees on the hill there. It does significant damage, and that's great. As long as you're making the shots count every time, you're good. The problem it's going to have, as well as having that whole low durability, is that it takes 3 seconds for you to get that thing loaded and ready to fire. Now, 3 seconds is not a big deal if you can plan ahead of time. 3 seconds becomes a very big deal if you are getting, say, ambushed by a pig or a boar or something like that, or a wolf that just kind of came out of nowhere I wasn't thinking about. That is going to make you want to have a fast draw. And for me, that's where the recurve bow wins that category, because the recurve has a 1 second draw, where things like the longbow and bow have a 2 second draw. The other major benefit of the recurve bow is that its durability is 300, and you only lose 1 durability per shot. That's a real big deal right there. The bow lasts longer, it'll be with you longer, and it does the job really well. So for me, it just turned into a no-brainer for me, for what I do, is that that's the way I want to go, is having more shots, and with those more shots, I also can guarantee I'm doing good damage consistently. And keep in mind too, thinking about that whole good damage consistently thing, when you pull your arrow with your bow, you are drawing it up to the maximum strength, right? That means that when I am drawing my bow up, that means that I am... Oh, I don't want to craft those yet. I want to make sure I make these torches first before I get into that, since I'm kind of limited by the number of torches I can make. We'll have to unlock the schematic. That's what it is. Was it 10 torches? I think it was 10 torches. Oh, it's probably 12. I'll double check the quest. Maybe we'll make an extra torch just so we can carry one around, because the simple torches burn out way too quick. It is indeed 12. Let's make a couple extra. I don't want to run out of torches, because that really is a problem when I'm playing. If I forget to buy a night vision potion somehow, on top of all that, it's nice to have the torches available for y'all to see. There you go. That should be all the simple bags. So drawing up, again, back to this. So the recurve bow, when you pull it, it's a 1 second draw to maximum. That means 1 second to draw all the way up to 30 damage. With the longbow, it is 2 seconds to draw up to your maximum of 40 damage, which is only 10 damage more. Okay, it is more damage, but it also takes twice as long to get there. So now we're talking DPS, damage per second. And the recurve is clearly the better choice in this situation. Where with my recurve, I am able to be at 30 damage within, well, by 1 second, right? And before 1 second, I'm not at 30, but I'm probably at some kind of damage level that's better than the longbow, obviously, because the longbow is drawing from 0 to 40, and it's doing that in 2 seconds. So about halfway there, you're at 20 damage, right? All right, well, that's great, but that's not going to help me out in a pinch. That's not going to help me if I'm really ready to just finish off this critter that's coming at me. So I really think highly of the recurve bow. And this is us harvesting that field that was beetroots and carrots, and yeah, there it is. I had totally forgotten about this bird trap. So let's just get rid of this thing real quick. We don't need it anymore. Done. And then let's run into town. Now Donnie is awful loaded up, and that means it's going to take him a long time to travel. I'm not sure we're traveling faster on him or traveling faster this way. But we will get back into town and turn in our quests. I might need a couple more sticks. Let's make sure we get that. And with the recurve, that whole fast draw obviously allows you to take out pigeons with great efficiency. And that's important. We already know that. Alright, good morning, or good afternoon, sir. I bet you'd want to bill me a hefty price for running into town like this. Who do I need to drop off with? Is there anybody nearby? Who is the shovel taker quest? That's inside. Hammerhead? Also inside. Donnie, I need you inside here. I need you in the walls, Don. Donnie, get over here, donkey. Alright, let's find Derwin. Can I turn in most of these quests? Oh, Festival of Stew will need me. Derwin's a long walk away. He's a walk away, a walk away, a walk away. We'll go get Don. I should have ridden him into town, that's for sure. You there, come on. We got places to go, man. I am carrying too much, I know. We are loaded with stuff. Well, it's okay. We'll take it down a notch. We'll get ourselves settled in. Look at that. They have these nice tables. Only a single table. I think I like the look of the double-wide tables, though. Yep, I am probably carrying the equivalent of a stack of logs. Maybe not quite 100, but yeah, we're definitely carrying quite the stack of logs. Alrighty, you there. You there. Sir, I'm going to talk to you on Donkeyback. Bandits. Oh, we're talking about this quest. Yeah, he's sick. He went back to his house. Oh, let's see here. Maybe the boy had something to do with that? Yeah, you're going to tell me I'm falsely accusing you? Uh-huh. I hate bringing disappointment to people.
How is life treating
you? Alright, here's for the festival. Yay.
How can I help you?
Nope. Not quite ready yet. So, now we need to we have to look at our inventory. We need to switch to mount. And now it's time to gather the... I need logs. Oh, dear me. Pressing the right buttons is number 1. So we need to transfer the character. I hold down F. I needed 3 logs as I recall. The meat thing's done. Let's transfer some of these sticks to character because it doesn't matter if I'm over encumbered. Transfer to character, all of it. So pressing E. These, I'm just gonna... Oops, I need to hold down F for that since it's only 1. It transfers a whole stack. And then this one. Okay, does that do it for us? I do believe it does. Witchcraft, huh? Yes. Okay, and then weapons for defense? Yes. Now. Trouble. Wait. Donnie. How do you not have... Oh, there they are. I guess I just didn't notice them. Transfer these to character. Good to go. Who's our shovel taker people? Alright, well, let's get down from Don. Ugh, don't you hit my donkey, man. I'll tell you what, we'll have a real big problem. I don't care how much service you got and what your previous duty was in the military. This is Don we're talking about here. I'll defend him to the end. Get rid of these stones. I certainly don't need those. Ugh, throwing stones. Alrighty, that should do it. We're now under encumbered, or not over encumbered, which is great. I don't think under encumbered is how you really refer to that, so let's not use that word. That's silly. And we'll head over here and find our guy. Oh, hi.
How are you?
It's fixing some stuff up with your hammer. I love it. Coincidentally, there you are with a hammer. This person appears to be on the outer walls. Okay, or not from the outer walls, but on the outside. These plank fences look nice. I want to unlock that. Let's get out here and turn this one in. Let's see where we go from here. Now, speaking of unseemly things to do, here's some things you can steal, but their durability is so low that it doesn't even look worthwhile. Hey, haha.
Good luck.
Right. Now we have to go back to the... Old habits. Let's talk to this gentleman. We're here. Okay, now hold on. I also have new torches. Let's equip those darn things. There we go. Now we don't have to waste our time with simple torches anymore. And as well, I think I'd like to make sure that we go to the herbalist and we buy some stuff from her. Is it worth gathering things from here? Broadleaf plantain. I could always use a couple of these since I keep getting bit by wolves. I don't really need the St. John's wort. And the chicory, nah, not a big deal. Where did she go? There she is. Alright, let's buy these night vision potions. I am so tired of forgetting these, and I am not going to have y'all sitting here being like, what is going on? That's just not fair. That's not right. Let's see here. I do wonder about something.
Only the best take care.
I wonder about something. I wonder. Have I done the fish thing yet? I mean, have I sat here and have I done the fish trick? Oh, he's not even in here. I see. You're way over here, sir. Have I done the fish thing yet, sir? Tell me about all of the fish, sir. Did I do that yet this season? That's a no. Oh,
Whatever you need.
perfect.
See you soon.
You know it. Nice. Thank you, sir. Oh, right. Geese. Geese and chickens. Those are some things we definitely want to get going at our village. Haven't really gotten the husbandry thing going on too much here yet. That's definitely a thing I want to cure. Also want to make sure that we're really expanding that village up and really getting things built. I am working on the house at the top by the smith. I want to make sure that we have that thing ready to go, but there's some technologies I really want. I find myself at that limit where I'm not getting the technology points fast enough to allow me to build at the decoration level I want, unfortunately. So that's kind of my minor frustration right now is I gotta get this technology up. It makes me very tempted to change the technology settings and just raise up the amount of points you get per survival skill. Let's take it. Where are we at with survival skill anyway? Maxed out athlete, survivalist, food and water needs, strong as an oak. I still do get into fights, and that's good. Again, this one's still not worth it. Alcohol resistance, well, I mean, with my rye beer habit here, geez. I might like this one because I'm so tired of forgetting to put the clothes on. And that's kind of a thing that I don't want to deal with. I don't mind the food and water. I mean, that's easy to fix. Maybe I'll do this, or well, I'll tell you what. Survival. Let's survive. Let's take that literally with our survival. Let's make sure we can survive. So I shall be strong as the oak. Hi, Mr. Splitter. I've got some roasted fish for you, my friend. Let's see here. Is there anything that I want from you that costs not too much? I might think about buying some of these decorative things. It's not a bad idea. I mean, pretty cheap. You get away with using it. Ooh, hops. Yeah, why not? Oh, it's only 200? Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Thanks, buddy. Pears. I mean, I already have a bunch of plums, but honestly, I kind of want to start getting to the point where we're really decorating up the place. Let's get some of these trees set up. I got the money, right? I mean, I'm not struggling for cash right now. Cherry trees. I mean, alright, fine. Let's max it out. Uh-oh. I bought too much. Tree saplings? They're that heavy? That's interesting. That surprises me. I'll take it, obviously, but interesting. Interesting that the saplings weigh so darn much. Oh, man. That's too bad.
Wants to see my work?
Yeah, I do. Darn it. Alright, well, what can I eat in order to get myself walking here? I'm gonna drop some poops here. There we go, just enough, and we're all fed up. Now let's go sell to the tavern keep, because I keep forgetting him, and he's got cash. He's got serious coin, and he doesn't stop allowing me to sell as the night turns on.
Hello.
Do I need all these stones on me? Are you joking? I mean, seriously, look at how yes. Wow, that did it.
Can I interest you in some? See you soon.
I might have to think about buying some decorations from you now that we're rich.
Hello.
Alrighty, we have so much stuff. Roasted fish meat. Simple bag? I mean, yeah, why not? I don't want to carry these straws anymore. Am I being silly and selling that? You know it. Cherry wine, all these things. Perfect. Good
My
spot to be.
worst. See you around.
See you indeed. Alrighty, let's go talk to this guy and finish up this quest line. Because I do believe we're about to be at the conflict. If I remember this quest right, we're about to be at the conflict between Lubos and Derwin. And this time around, last time I said, hey, why don't you be forgiven, why don't you stick around and be the guy who's in town. Oh, they achieved those? Are you certain that they knew ahead of time? How could they get there so fast? He didn't know about this ahead of time. Thanks for your observation. So this is essentially pointing out that Lubos knew about the hammers that were coming in, and he did a quick market trick where he sold things and made a profit. Goods were already in town. Lubos is the guy. Let's see here. Well, don't forget he tried to kill me. That matters. Lubos finally woken to see the side you want to see. You're finally making some sense. I want this guy kicked out of town. I want to see what happens with that. Alrighty, check the storage with Derwin. Okay, cool. We're already there. Now, alright. We're about to get to a point where we have to listen in a lot. Let's do the Potion of Night Vision so y'all don't have to deal with bad screen. And this is going to take a while, so they're going to talk. And he's saying, I'm surprised to see you here. I need an explanation immediately. What do you mean? Everything's under control. And obviously when you play through this, you'll be able to read it too. I learned the batch of goods arrived earlier than expected, and you're behind it. Of course it did. As far as I know, each item received the storage safely. I handled it by myself. Did you, though? Did you? They were also overlooked by the Castilian, distributed to the people for a proper price. Ah. Nice. Everything happened behind my back. Why was I not notified? That's betrayal of your own master. He is a little serious about chain of command, which is interesting because Lubos wants to be so set for military. I intended to give them away only to a handful of townspeople. Isn't that cheating? I gave them a chance to acquire them to all those who were interested. Ah, free choice in the market. Might be a better quartermaster than you realize. You didn't even realize I had time to oversee your own apprentice. Or you didn't even have time to oversee your own apprentice. Alright, I know people need to do better, or I know my people's needs better than anyone else. I would neglect them if I spent days looking through that. How do you decide who's most in need? Is a smile of gratitude from a person in need enough, or to take further favors from the neighbors? That's Lubos saying that one. And Derwin, I'm always open to hearing from anyone, but I can't be in all the places at once. That's why I need an apprentice. It's that simple. And it does seem Derwin is kind of that philosophy of I want everybody to have things and I don't want to cost them. Lubos, a delivery boy, and that's your offer. I expected to be here to fight, survive, and lead, not babysit farmers. And you never suggested that, boy. You never even bothered to say what you feel or expect of me. Uh-oh. It's almost like an almost could have been father and, well, adopted father and son situation. You remind me of my father. He was full of mischief. But, alright, if you cared so much, why did you let him die? You sent him to certain death. That was Lubos. You know nothing about how he died. The ambush was risky. Losses were inevitable. Interesting. So it seems like Lubos actually knows about the situation. Then he didn't realize it was Derwin saying this is the death sentence for Saul and your father. He would walk through fire with me. And Jergus, so that's another part of that team. He gave me his last wish. He asked me to take care of his son if he needed anything. So that's the father of Lubos. Did he really say that? Lubos says. You know an awful lot about your father, but you don't know that. Well, that's too bad. I did my part, and I consider my vow fulfilled. From now on, I work alone. You're free to go, lad. Indeed, you're free to go. Yeah, let's see what happens with that. Wait, damn. And then the last one, yeah, definitely was a lot more forgiving. Hi, you. Looks like you survived your encounter from bandits. Yeah, it looks like you're at full strength for your job. Yes, I'm quite fine, but you, that's impressive. There's more than a farmer and hunter after all. Yeah. You got away with your wrongdoings one last time. You can call yourself lucky if Derwin stayed calm and stepped away. What's your next great plan? You got away with your wrongdoings one last time. That I don't know yet. He's going to go in the military life. Yeah, you're not going to do so great there, man. You're going to need discipline. I don't respect the man, even though he's testing me with these dull tasks. Alright, well, I think controlling one's feelings is a basic quality of a soldier. Good luck. It always bugged me, you never know what might be hiding behind his stoic appearance. Patience, almost provoking, almost like he knows what he's doing. So this makes me wonder how much Derwin and father were like. Alrighty. Stay if you like. Nope, I'm saying, use what you learned and move on. There's nothing for me in this backwater anymore. Yeah, you're right, you're too good for this place. Get out of here. I'm sure you'll do fine on the road, getting eaten by wolves on the first corner you turn. Good luck with that, there, Lubos. Okay. And I wonder, I think... Let's finish up this thing, since we can still kind of see. We'll go on over to Derwin. Derwin, let's wrap this thing up. Let's put a nice little finish on this. He's gonna leave Piastovia for good. Perhaps this is for the best. I did what I could. Alright. I heard he asked one last favor, and it was about your backing to join the retinue and fight the neighboring lords. Why would I do that? Think about it from a different angle. You get rid of the problem once and for all. The lad has always shown initiative in the military. It might be a good fit. Let it be the last favor sealing your promise made to his father. End it with a good deed. Done. Jergus is tormenting me, and think about that for now. For the sake of my comrade, I hope I won't regret that and make new enemies. Alright, you'll have that thought. Alright, your help and patience were beyond measure. Yeah, darn right. And I was blinded by keeping my promises. Apologies accepted. Be well. Now that is some Dynasty rep right there. Fantastic. 1,250 Dynasty rep. Nice. Well, that's going to do us just fine. Dynasty rep of almost 8,000. They're doing great here. We're good on food demand, water demand, wood demand. We've got buildings 36 out of 70. It's time to expand that. And we're at the stage of settlement. Let's go further. And look at that. It's smithy number 2 time. I couldn't be more excited. This is it. Now we can start actually building things. And again, that discussion about the wooden crossbow. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with that thing. Because it's just 75 shots later, I'm doing great damage. But I'm already taking things out with that recurve bow. So I am not worried about my ability to snipe things with a recurve. And let's do nothing to see here. You didn't just watch me totally miss a pigeon, did you? No, it's totally a hit. Anyhow, should have equipped the copper arrows. With that, I think it's time to wrap this up. We've done a nice long day, a very productive day. My goodness, was this a productive day. That was a lot of quests. That's a lot of Dynasty rep. I think the finisher on fall has got to be getting these fields fully wrapped up. These plants are growing. They are sowing. What is this field right now? This is going rye, right? Yeah. This is going to transition to rye, but there's some interesting. There's some... Well, hey, it's what it is. Alrighty, anyway. Now we have these set up. I think we're actually going to be good for the season. Are they basically done? Oh my. Does that mean that I can throw one more field at them? I might just throw one more field at them. They can handle it. Let's let them handle it.
You really need all these stones on
I really do. I gotta tell you, I have a problem. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, people. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Traveler.
Hello there.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, let's check it. Let's check. What do we got for villagers? Everybody's paired up already. Well, I mean, you have a place where we are. Let's go. You have some serious skills on you. Now, selling. The one thing I haven't really considered is people who have skill in selling. This person's got the diplomacy, but doesn't have a lot of the rest, and that's not the best.
I'm parched.
He's kind of across the board decent, but I don't know. Across the board decent isn't great for that many years in. I might just take nobody. I think we're good. Character's thirsty. It looks like we have a person to assign to a house. Duh. I mean, our first person that I just hired, you would think that I was paying attention. Now, I can't do that one on the hill here. Let's do the simple house. Oh, that's right. We have a seamster going on here. Okay. We'll go for that. And then you, I believe, were a farmer, but we don't actually have any farming jobs yet to do. That being the case, let's get you assigned to the barn, and let's see what kind of processing can be done there. I'm just doing this temporarily because I think what I'm going to do next, and I think the right go here, is that it's time to get animal husbandry going. Ah, you're making fertilizer. That will be okay. Do I have wheat that you can process? I mean, I don't know. That's not what I want to do. I am okay doing the wheat processing just because, you know, I have fast crafting on it. It'll go quick. All right, y'all. With that, I'm going to call it here and say this has been a great day. We've gotten a lot done and some finalizations on some quests. Thank you for joining me today. As always, grateful to have you here. Give a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out in the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time around. Take care until then.